the Ring of Gyges. The allegory? Is it an allegory of the Ring of Gyges? Or the parable? The Ring of Gyges? Analogy? One of those things. Anyway. There was a kingdom that had several shepherds that had their flocks, and they would regularly have to check in. And upon leading his flock to the regular check-in, quarterly check-in of the year, this gentleman took a nap under a tree, and when he woke, he saw a golden ring sitting beside him, and he thought, what luck, and put it on his finger, and went along his merry way, found himself at a meeting, as planned, and the conversation had gotten a little bit heated. In frustration, he sat back. He was not, by the way, in favor in the group at the moment. Sat back and twisted the ring around on his finger. It had a little inscription, by the way. Or a gem, something like that. Turns it around inside his hand. And suddenly the conversation shifts, and as if he's not there. He tries to interject, and to no avail. In more frustration, feeling like they're ignoring him now, what the fuck? Sits back and turns it back around, and they turn to him suddenly as if he'd always been there. The parable, analogy, allegory, metaphor goes on to say he essentially takes over the kingdom, deceives the king, takes this place, because every time he turns the ring around when he comes back, it's just as if he was always there. And no one questions it, right? It's not like, oh my god, who the fuck are you? And in doing so, having that power to manifest his own reality without any consequence, regardless of others, without any consequence. He thought himself to be God. It's actually a question of the impetus in humans to act that way if there is no consequence. Filled with ego, we believe we're God. But in our ignorance, we behave just as an effigy, right, of source, an imbalanced manifestation of it, of our limited perception of what it means to be God. Without consequence, without judgment, without ridicule, who would you choose to be? Who would you choose to be?